Good morning students. In the last section we finished the chapter exponents and powers. So today we are going to start square roots and cube roots. So this square roots and cube roots totally new chapter to you. Of course you have finished last year IIT, 7th class IIT. So that you know this. So it is not new to you. Even the lesson in square roots and cube roots. So this chapter is very excellent. So it will be very interesting also. So before going to this chapter, we have to see some points. What are the important points? I'll explain you now. See the first one. The product of two same numbers is called its square. Suppose if you take any number, not only number, it may be a variable also. So if you multiply the same numbers, you will get the square. See, same number means x and x is also same variable. X into x gives you x square. Not only variable, in numbering also 9 into 9 is equal to 81. So the product of two same numbers, here product means multiplication. This two same numbers is 9 into 9 is 81. So that is the first point. And the second point is the digit in the units place of a square numbers are 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. If the units digits 2, 3, 7 or 8 are in the same units place of a number, then it is not a perfect square. So first we will see the 2 points. So in the first point, what they explain, what is a square. So now we understood what is square. What is square? The product of two same numbers is called as square. So here the product of same numbers. See here, this is the product and these are the same numbers. This is the product and these two are the same numbers. If you multiply the same two numbers, then it is called as square. So now we are multiplying 9 into 9. So this is the product and these are the same numbers. If you do this, you will get the square. So this is the product of two same numbers is called as square. See one more example I want to show you. See the product of two same numbers. Suppose you will take 5. Same 5 you have to take. 5 into 5 is 25. So this is called as square. I hope you all understood. And the next one is the digits in the units place. See again. The digits in the units place of a square. So this, we are talking square means this, no, you are talking about this. So units place means 5. So the digit in the units place of a square numbers are 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you find these numbers in the units place in the square numbers, you can see that is a square, perfect square, right? See here, this is a units place. The units place in last digit is 5. Is there here? Yes. So this number is perfect square. Then coming to point is this. So this is units place. Observe the units place, that is 1. Is there here 1? Yes. If the units place is having 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, then it is called a perfect square. I hope you all understood. And the next one is if the digits 2, 3, 7 or 8 or in the units place of a number, then it is not a perfect square. Suppose 78. See, the last digit is units digit. That unit digit, what is the number? 8. See, 8 is there. So if these numbers are there in the units place, we can say that that particular number is not a perfect square. Right? Now what are the perfect squares and what not a perfect squares we understood. Just you have to keep in your brain what is square plus the product of two same numbers is called as square. And next, how to identify the perfect square. So to identify the perfect square, the last digit should be 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Suppose I want to give one example 64. Is this 64 is a square? Yes. The last digit is 4. Yes, it is there. Next, 36. Is this a square? Perfect square? Yes. But what is the condition? The units place in 6 is there. So it is a perfect square. I hope you all understood. Now, one more point. First, 1, 2, 3 points about the earth. Next one is 23. Is the 23 a perfect square? No. How? By seeing this units place, you can say that it is not a perfect square. So now we understood first point, second and third. All the 3 points are finished. And next one more and the last point is sum of n consecutive odd numbers sum means addition. Sum of n consecutive odd numbers. Suppose they given any odd numbers. So that odd numbers, consecutive odd numbers is n square. So here all the 3 points about explanation is finished. Why I written here on the blackboard means these all points you have to put it in your homework book or classwork book, whatever you are maintaining. So that before entering to the chapter, you have to write these all points and then you have to start the exercise. So because of that, I written here. So if not backside, looking back or what we have discussed, it is there in the textbook, right? So you can go through with this. And the next one is, if there are n digits, see there, if there are n digits in a number, if there are n digits in the number, then the number of its square is equal to 2n. What is that? If there are n digits in a number, then the number of its square is 2 into n. So this is the formula, or 2n minus 1. And the next point is, if a comma b comma c are 3 positive integers and a square plus b square is equal to c square, then a, b, c are called as Pythagorean triplets. This is very important point, Pythagorean triplets. They will give you for 2 marks or 4 marks for what are Pythagorean triplets. So you have to write this. If a comma b comma c are 3 positive integers and a square plus b square is equal to c square, then a, b, c are called as Pythagorean triplets. See here, I have given one example, 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, and next one is 1, 2, 3. In these 3 points, I have given 3 brackets there. Yes, right? You can able to see, I think so. So all the 3 brackets in which is Pythagoras triplets. So by seeing, I given here example 3, 4, 5 is the Pythagorean triplets, and these 2 are not. Why? What is the reason? So first of all, what is Pythagoras triplet? If a comma b comma c are 3 triplets, what is the rule? A square plus b square is equal to c square. So come on, a square plus b square is equal to c square. Now what is a square? 3 square. Now what is b square? 4 square. What is c square? 5 square. Now come on, see, is it correct or wrong? 3 square means 9. And the next one is 4 square is 16. So if you add these two, you should get 25, right? 16 plus 9 is 25. So is this 25 means 5 square, 16 means 4 square, 9 means 3 square. So 3, 4, 5 is Pythagoras triplet. Why not this 2, 3, 6? Just see here. 2 square plus 3 square is equal to 6 square. As per this, 2 square means 4, 3 square means 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So is this Pythagoras triplet? No. If we got 36, then it will be correct. But we did not got, no, they did not give it. So my example, these 2 examples are wrong. I hope you all understood this. And the next one is, if a square number is expressed as a product, if a square number is expressed as a product of 2 equal factors, then one of the factor is called the square root of the square number. Thus, the square root of 169 is 13. So, it can be expressed as under root 169. If a square number is expressed as, this is a square number. So, this is the symbol of square root. This is the symbol of square root. Suppose this number can be expressed as product of 2 equal numbers. So, product means multiplication. 2 same numbers means 13 into 13. So, if a square number, so 169 is a square number. This square number is expressed as product of 2 same numbers, 2 equal factors, then one of the factor is called the square root. So, this is called as square root 13. So, this can be written as under root of 13 whole square. So, this square and square root will be cancelled. Your factor is 13. What is the square root of 169 is 13. So, this is the symbol of square root. I hope you all understood this. Among this all, each and every point is very important, children. So, here main important point is Pythagoras triplet. So, please go through with this. See, Pythagorean triplets, one more example as given here is 5, 12, 13. So here the meaning is 5, 12, 13. 5 square, a square, 12 square, b square, 13 square, c square. So a square plus b square is equal to c square. This is a Pythagorean triplets rule. So 5 square means 25. 12 square means 144. So if you add these two, 5 plus 4 is 9. 2 plus 4 is 6. And it carries 169. Is 169 a square root of 13? Yes. So then 5, 12, 13 all three are Pythagoras triplet. So remaining or not. So how to identify Pythagoras triplet? I explained to you. How if you add any two positive integers, the sum should be equal to square root. So these two should be equal to this square root, right? And these are the important points. Once again, I am repeating, the product of two same numbers is called as square. So product means multiplication. If you multiply same numbers, the result is x square. 9 into 9 is 89. Here 9 and 9 are same equal numbers, and this is the product. So the product of two same numbers is called as square. Next, the digit in the units place of the square numbers are 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. We'll see some examples. 100. See how the 100, 10 tens are 100. So the last digit is 10, right? Next, 81. The last digit is 1. How you will take the product of two same numbers? 9 into 9 is 81. So units place is 1. And next point is 4. So 4 here. 64 we will take. 8 8s are 64. So here last digit is 4. Next one is 25. So 5 5s are 25. So here the last unit digit is 5. So we got the same product. Last digit is 0. We got the same numbers product. Last digit is 1. We got the product of same numbers. Here also same. The last unit place is 4. We got the product of same numbers. Next one is 169. So 13 13s are 169. Here the units place in 9. Right? So here, whenever if you observe the units place in 2, 3, 7, 8, then we can say that immediately such a number is not a perfect square. So next one is, if there are n digits in a number, then the number of its unit square is 2 into n. So that number should be multiplied with 2. Next, these are the Pythagoras triplet. And the next one is, I explained you, if a square number is expressed as a product of two equal factors, then one of the factor is called the square root of the square number. Thus, the square root of 169 is 13. In the same way, we will take 144 or 121, the product of two same numbers. So, what is the square root means? That is 11. I hope you all understood this. In the same way, cube roots also you have to do. In cube root means the product of two same numbers. Instead of two same numbers, three same numbers is called as cube. Right? Go to children once. And the next one is square root means you have written like this. Cube root means you have to write like this. So this is the difference between square root and cube root. So based on this, square roots and cube roots problems we will see in the next session. So in this session, this is enough for you. So please don't negligent anyone. Please go through with this. And looking back, the chapter backs and looking back, or what we have discussed is there, no? So please you go through with that and you clear your doubts. But don't say that teacher I did not watch today video, right? Thank you, ma'am.